तो डियर स्टूडेंट, उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप सभी लोग स्वस्थ होंगे और सही होंगे घर पर। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं यहाँ पर चैप्टर नंबर 4। इट इज़ थर्ड इन CBSE, बट इन RBSE it is chapter 4, and the name of the chapter is electrical capacitance and standard is 12th. So what are the topics we are going to be cover here? The number one topic is what do you mean by capacitor. Number second is what is capacitance. Number third is capacitor of an isolated spherical conductor. And number fourth is numerical discussion on capacitance. So these four topics we are going to be cover here. Try to understand each and every one thing in a detail. If you are not able to understand, comment in the comment section. Okay, otherwise you can drop in the ask doubt section. So now we are going to start the first topic of today, capacitor. Capacitor is the word we heard many times, and I think you observed this capacitor over the head of the fan. One cylindrical shape capacitor is you have observed, and also you can see this capacitor in the motor switchboard. A big capacitor like cylindrical shape is used here. So first of all, let's try to understand what do you mean by capacitor. It is a device which is used to store the charge. See, capacitor is just store the charge, that is the important. Okay, capacitor is used to store the charge. And now what is capacitance? It is the capacity or strength of capacitor to store the charge is called capacitance. So what is the important things we have to be understand here? The difference between capacitor and capacitance. Capacitance means capacity and strength of that particular capacitor to store the charge, and capacitor, it is a device which is used to store the charge. So very basic difference is given here. Capacitance means we are determining the capacity or strength of given capacitor, and capacitor means a device which is used to store the charge. Hopefully you understood the difference between capacitor and capacitance. Mathematically, Q is directly proportional to V, means if you apply or if you supply the charge to the given object, so same amount of voltage is produced there. Means the increase in voltage then also increase in charge. In decrease in voltage then also decrease in charge. Okay, so hopefully you understood till that. When you remove proportional, to satisfy theoretical value is equals to practical value. So C is equals to Q by V, where Q is a charge, V is voltage, and C is capacitance. It is used to determine the capacity or strength of given capacitor. Now unit of capacitance. So unit of capacitance, original unit is coulomb per volt, and scientific unit is farad. Okay, so in the memory of Michael Faraday, who has given the concept of capacitor, so that's why in the memory of Michael Faraday, the unit of capacitance is given here, farad. Now the graph between Q and V. As we understood above that, charge is directly proportional to the voltage, means if voltage is increases then charge is increases. So let's plot the graph. If both the quantities are directly proportional, so obviously the graph will be straight line, and this graph between the charge and voltage and this straight line represent they are increasing in same manner. Now you know that in from 10th class, tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. So what is the perpendicular quantity here? Charge. So above part is charge and below part is voltage, and which is equals to coulomb. So which is equals to capacitance. So if angle is given and you want to determine the capacitance, so put the value of theta in terms of 10, you will find out capacitance directly. Okay, so hopefully you understood the first page. Now let's come to the second page. Here we are going to be talk about capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. Capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. For this understanding, we consider one sphere, we consider one spherical conductor, and which is having the radius small capital R, and by giving amount of charge, potential is developed on it. Potential is developed on it. So here you can see that the charge is distributed over the surface of this spherical conductor, and that consisting radius capital R here, and center point is O. So I mention here this is the Q and this is the V, voltage. So spherical conductor is given. You know that in chapter number 3 we understood potential developed on spherical conductor V is equals to KQ upon R, where K is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and the value is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, so here 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. As you know that capacitance of the capacitor formula is C is equals to Q by V. Let's put the value of voltage here. After putting the value of voltage, Q2 Q cancel. The remaining is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. It will come in numerator. It becomes 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Epsilon naught means permittivity in air and vacuum. R is radius. Now two important notes to solve the numerical, that is very important. Number one note is that it is clear that capacitance of a capacitor is directly proportional to the capacitor's radius. C is directly proportional to R. Means if you want to increase the capacitance, means capacity or strength of capacitor, you have to be increase the radius of cylindrical capacitor. Okay, so this is the very basic things we understood about that. Number one note. Second is, if the spherical conductor is placed in dielectric. Dielectric means we are introducing medium, maybe dry wood, maybe oil, any other quantity other than air and vacuum, water maybe. Okay, the capacitance of capacitor is, so now what happened actually, epsilon naught is removed by epsilon m because medium is introduced. So the formula is capacitance of medium is Cm is equals to 4 pi epsilon m into R. As you know that from the chapter number 3, epsilon m is equals to epsilon R into epsilon naught. So let's put, and the epsilon m is replaced by epsilon R into epsilon naught, where epsilon m is permittivity in medium, epsilon R is relative permittivity, and epsilon naught is permittivity in air and vacuum. So Cm is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught R multiply with epsilon R. So as you know that 4 pi epsilon naught R is the capacitance of air and vacuum. So 4 pi epsilon naught R, that is replaced by C. So Cm is equals to C into epsilon R, and basically this type of question is asked in NEET examination. You have given in the question a Cm value and C, okay, and you have been asked by the examiner find out relative permittivity. Okay, so hopefully you understood the all concept. Now we are coming to the last topic of today. Let's move on third page. So here we are going to be talk about numericals. Numerical number 1, calculate the capacitance of earth considering it to be a spherical conductor. Radius of the earth is given 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. So here C is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. We have a formula. And to find out the capacitance, we have only have been the value of capital R. So for the arrangement, 4 pi epsilon naught will be come in the denominator, and that is in terms of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, so that is the value of K, and we have to be put here C is equals to R by capital K, and the value of R is given 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 9 into 10 to the power 9, and the C is equals to 0.711 into 10 to the power minus 3 farad. Okay, this is the answer. So numerical 1 is finished. Now we come to the numerical number 2. This is very important because this type of question is asked in NEET examination. So you have to be very careful about that. And this is particularly based on RBSE pattern. This is not based on NEET pattern. So I'm starting here. Numerical number 2. If the capacitance of a spherical conductor in air is given 2 picofarad, and it is 12 picofarad when kept in a medium. Kept in medium means we are introducing here dielectric strength. Then what would be the value of dielectric constant in a medium? So as you know that we are introducing dielectric medium, so the formula is obviously Cm is equals to 4 pi epsilon R into epsilon naught into capital R, where epsilon R is relative permittivity, epsilon naught is permittivity in air and vacuum, and R is the radius of a spherical conductor. So as you know that this Cm is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught R multiply with epsilon R. Why we have taken here? Because the radius of spherical conductor is not given. So we have to be just replace 4 pi epsilon naught into R by C. Here C is capacitance of air and vacuum, and Cm is capacitance of medium. So Cm is equals to C into epsilon R. So the value of capital C is given 2 picofarad, and the value of Cm is 12 picofarad. So epsilon R, Cm is divided by C. So here you can see that after putting the value we got it, the answer is 6. And as you know that relative permittivity never consisting any unit, so epsilon R is equals to 6. Okay, so 2 questions we discussed today, and now important unit conversion that is used in NEET examination, IIT JEE, and also in RBSE pattern. 1 mF is equals to 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 farad. It means microfarad. Okay, it is microfarad. Second, 1 nanofarad is equals to 10 to the power minus 9 farad, and the full form of small nf is nanofarad. 1 pf is equals to 1 into 10 to the power minus 12, and the full form is picofarad. So hopefully you understood today's lecture. If you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you so much, and have a good day.